So this is going to be, this is premised on the notion of Huey P. Long and his program, movement, social call, social revolution, some shit, called Every Man a King. So this is Everyone a Sol Rey. For those of you who don't understand, Sol is Spanish for sun, and Rey is Spanish for king. So everyone is Sun King. Okay? Here we go. Wrote this on the phone in one pretty good shot. 416. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I don't have much time, certainly not as much as I have to share. Start all over. It's going to be tough. These fools got it done right, too. That's crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I don't have much time, certainly not as much as I have things to say. So I've got to tell you as much as I can, as simply as I can put it. We are in no small crisis. Our older folks are teetering on stagnation and oblivion. The youth we depend on are being bogged down by our supposed neighbors and countrymen. We are being spun in so many circles that the money we sweat and labor for, toil and ache over, is being flung all about to be laid claim by the same ones over and over, round and round. I'd like to say that a break is upon us, that some stability is just yonder, that all the wonderful promises of the industrial age are finally due their time, but that would be to make me like all the other soothsaying politicians and clergy. That is not to say they are bad men, as they are real men, some women, but on the whole, just men. As such, they are just too comfortable to notice anything but their own problems. Like I said, just men. Unfortunately, it seems we, who still have to serve employers, stipend political magnates, and military mercs, battle banksters, have a series of problems that likewise only matter to ourselves. After all, are we not all just men and women to boot? Without attempting to make our sorrows the burden of some mother, but not willing to let injustice engulf our children's take on life, I hope to make clear a common, broad, and general discrepancy with the greater laws of justice and good faith. I speak today to my fellow Californians, not because we are alone in this, or upon a front more vulnerable than others, but merely because as thin as it has come to mean anything, if we ever believed it ever did, we are California. That means we have the title, the belt, or the crown when it comes to the cost of our electricity. Let's touch on how this power is made to be and so utilized. First, we are told that this electricity is the private property of a series of companies who refer to themselves as IOUs. The biggest of these are SoCal Edison, Pacific Gas and Electric, and San Diego Gas and Electric. Using cutting-edge 18th century steam engine technology, these IOUs draw water from California as step one. Next, massive amounts of heat is needed. The most common fuels for such intensity are to burn coal, burn gases, or produce nuclear instability. It's from this heat that the turbines are turned and electricity is born. From here, these neighbors of ours use what we call as the grid to then get all that goodness throughout the state. We can see the grid as the fruit in Eden, already there and with so much to offer. Once we get it, we, being the key or the point to all this, get the charge, no pun intended, folks, and pay as requested. The whole of this allows us to feel and convey unto our youth that because it is so simple, it is fair. The ambiguity of the IOUs and force of law at their beckoning keeps everything neat and tidy for those soothsaying politicians and clergy. Meanwhile, in the homes of actual Californians, we still need electricity. Regardless of the character and nature of our benevolent IOUs. Without this commodity, as a society, we would be far more susceptible to foreign influence and manipulation, exposing us to the despotism warned of by the great leader John Adams, who said, and may I quote, "There are two ways to conquer a nation. One is by the sword. The other, ladies and gentlemen, is by debt."